All right, thank you, Matt. Yes, we are talking about college debt right now. Connecticut college grads, for example, they carry on average about $38,510 in student loan debt. It's the highest amount in the country. Greg Jacoby from Webster Bank. Now he's joining us to talk about new student loan refinancing services. Greg, thank you for being here this morning.
Thank you for having me.
What do you think is the biggest misconception about graduating from college with all that debt?
Well, I think the biggest misconception and the thing we always want to tell people is it's actually a better situation than you might realize. I mean, Connecticut has the largest debt in the country, on average $38,000. It's a $1.5 trillion debt bill across the country. But once you've graduated from college, you're in a very different situation. Before you went to college, you weren't a college grad. You didn't necessarily have a steady job, and you probably didn't have much of a credit history to speak of. But once you have graduated, all those things have changed, and it doesn't just make your parents happy that all those things are changed. Banks like that too. So you've got a job, you've got steady income, you've got a credit history because you're paying off your current student debt, and you've got that college degree, which means you're in an opportunity to refinance that debt and lower your monthly payments.
And you talked about the parents being involved here. What do you think is the biggest mistake that maybe the students and the parents do?
I think it's just not knowing that your situation has changed. Most people think of interest rates and refinancing as something that they don't really have much control over, but realizing that once you have graduated from college, your situation has changed, and it's time to sit down, talk to your community banker, look at your financial picture, and odds are that you're in a situation where you can actually lower the monthly payments that you originally signed up for.
So how can Webster Bank help?
Sit down and talk to a banker. We're there, and we're happy to look at your whole financial picture and figure out how we can save you the most money as possible.
And as you said, it's obviously very stressful for a lot of these students and the parents. What's your biggest piece of advice for them?
Just take it one day at a time. I think the monthly payments that you have, on average, the monthly payments are around $393 is what the average student has. And it may not seem like a lot, that maybe I can save $50, $100, $150 a month, but that adds up over time, and that has really big impact over a 10 or 15-year period. That can be $10,000, $15,000, and that can be the difference between being able to make that down payment on a new home or do the vacation and travel that you plan for. So just take it one day at a time and chip away at those payments, and everything will work out. We
were saying earlier, it's good to see the silver lining. Greg Jacoby with Webster Bank, thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you for having me.